Lots of people today are antisocial. That's a fact one can't deny. But how can you, as an individual, appear more social than you really feel? Well, it first starts with your mindset. Do you perceive yourself as someone who is antisocial? If that's the case, then that's going to influence the way you behave around others. You will be fulfilling your own prophecy by behaving in an antisocial manner, and people will treat you as such, which will further reinforce your view of yourself as antisocial. That's not something you want if you ever hope to be someone who appears more social and approachable to others. One way to change your mindset is by believing in yourself and your own potential. This is crucial because you need to believe that you're capable of being social and desirable to others. Otherwise, the entire project falls apart. Believing in yourself doesn't mean that you need to be a narcissist and assume you're better than everyone else around you. Instead, it means that you believe that you have inherent value and that you possess characteristics and qualities that many people will like and enjoy. You do this by figuring out who you are and writing a list of things you like about yourself. When you figure yourself out, it will help you to move in the world in a more determined and confident way. This will make you appear more social and sure of yourself, something that most people with good self-esteem desire. Your goal isn't to attract everyone in your life. That's not realistic. Instead, your goal is to attract people who are on the same level as you are, and also those who are on a lower level but want to level up. Those are the people you should be aiming to attract. Everybody else can just fall on the wayside because they choose their own demise, and you simply cannot control what others do, regardless of how inspirational your behavior is. Just remember that. Also, you want to make sure that you cultivate positive attributes in order to be more appealing. For example, if you want to be a good conversationalist, make sure you do some reading on a specific topic, or even many topics, and that will give you plenty of material to talk about in your next conversation. When you do nothing in your life and all you do is scroll on social media, you will be boring, and no one will want to socialize with you because you have nothing of substance to offer. This will result in attracting more people like that if you're not going to just end up being alone and without friends altogether. Being interested in what other people say is another way to appear more social. Showing interest can look like asking questions, inquiring, and genuinely taking an interest in what someone else is saying. This will make you more appealing and likable, and people will be more likely to trust you and want to be around you because you make them feel good. Everyone wants to feel good, and if you manage to make them feel good, you will manage to keep them around because they want to maintain that feeling that you've given them. Lastly, make sure you have open body language. This is something I personally struggled with a lot in the past, and sometimes I catch myself doing it. But once I learned to adopt a more open and approachable body language, I began to notice that more people gravitated towards me. This means not crossing your arms, having a serious expression on your face, putting on earphones and looking at your phone the entire time, etc. Of course, we all need some time to ourselves in order to recharge, but make sure you're not making it a habit to be closed off in your body language. Ultimately, you want to be yourself. Being yourself doesn't mean showing up as a slob in your pajamas and your hair messy. Instead, it means looking at your current characteristics and maximizing on them. Improving yourself is one way of being yourself while also being the best version of yourself. This is very critical because a lot of people are told to be themselves, but then they have no idea what that means. So what they do is they show up in an unpresentable way instead of showing up in a more presentable and appealing way. You might argue that this is shallow, but guess what? Humans are shallow to a degree, including you and me. We judge people by the way they present themselves. And while I'm not encouraging you to be vain and only focus on surface level stuff, I think it would be wise if you pay a bit more attention to the things I mentioned in this video if you hope to become more appealing to others. There will always be people who criticize you, as some people criticize me in my videos. But those opinions are generally irrelevant, especially if they don't bring up concrete facts on how to help you and or only choose to name call and insult you. Those latter opinions you can afford to ignore. But ignoring human nature and the facts about what they find appealing is foolish. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share to get notified about more videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.